Well, the 435th Maryland General Assembly session kicked off this afternoon as lawmakers are sworn into office. We have team coverage in Annapolis, beginning with our Patricia Villone, and she tells us that there are a lot of new faces on the floor this year.
The House was jam-packed this afternoon as family members joined delegates on opening day of the 2015 General Assembly session. Leaders of both chambers say fixing Maryland's budget shortfall is their top priority.
You know, we have the economy to deal with, and that means cuts. This governor's not going to propose any taxes, and we're not going to pass any taxes without his approval. And it means cuts, and the question is deciding what to cut. We're going to keep our priorities: education, health care, the environment, public safety. And if you can find any place responsible to cut, then we're going to agree with it.
The shortfall could hamper any priorities Governor-elect Larry Hogan has planned, putting a squeeze on new tax cuts or spending. Many were surprised to see Hogan appear at the State House today alongside of outgoing Lieutenant Governor Anthony Brown, who he beat in the November election. The governor-elect spoke about bipartisanship before the delegates.
The only way that we're going to solve the serious problems facing our state is if we do so in a bipartisan fashion. If we sit down together, reach across the aisle, and come up with real, common sense, bipartisan solutions.
I support the Constitution of the United States.
And the makeup of the General Assembly is changing drastically this year, with about 40% being new members.
This is my 29th year. This is the largest class of freshmen I've ever seen. Our class was pretty big in 1986, but nowhere near the 60 that you'll see here. You have some that are still leaving the Senate for jobs in the governor's cabinet or the governor's administration. They're being replaced here as well in the House. You could see in the low 60s for turnover here, which is quite a few.
And there are a host of other issues that legislators must deal with when the 90-day session ends on April 13th. From Annapolis, I'm Patricia Villone for CTV News.
Of the 60 new delegates, 8 are from Prince George's County. On the agenda, the regional hospital, schools, and transportation.
So now it's time, the talk is over, let's go to work and do it.
Chair of the Prince George's County delegation, Jay Walker echoes what others have been saying for a long time, that Prince George's needs to build the regional hospital. It is Walker's top priority.
The projects that we want in Prince George's County, they're not just Prince George's County projects. I mean, you talk about needing a hospital, bringing health care to over 880,000 people. Is that just good for Prince George's County? Is that good for the state of Maryland?
Among those looking to the former Howard University quarterback for leadership, Delegate Darrell Barnes.
The main thing is how do we as a body come together to balance the budget for the state? That's our #1 priority. And then me representing Prince George's County, there's some things that we want to try to ensure that's in the budget to bring back revenue to the county.
Barnes brought along his sons, Drew and Dylan, for the occasion. What are you thinking about right about now?
I'm going to have a fun time, very exciting. He's going to have a good time. He's going to put his hand on the Bible.
And it is their futures, in part, what delegates are thinking about when they talk of securing more funding for school construction. But Senate President Mike Miller indicated to reporters it's unlikely.
We know it's going to be a tough budget year, but it's a tough budget year for us in the county as well. And so we want to maintain the formula money that's coming back, but we'd like to see an increase in school construction.
The new delegates are among a sea of freshmen, 6 in all, who will strive in part to get along.
With the dynamics and the emergence of a large number of Republicans in the new General Assembly, I look forward to a beautiful time during this session. I think we have an opportunity to make a difference, and that's what we're going to do.
It definitely is a larger playing field.
Former County Councilman Will Campos is one of 3 freshmen representing District 47.
From what I understand is that the governor-elect is a businessman. He should know that the Purple Line, for example, is huge business for the state of Maryland, as well as our hospital system.
And how successful they'll be remains to be seen, in part because the governor-elect has yet to lay out his plan. Stay tuned. In Annapolis, Byron Scott, CTV News.